Hello and welcome to another video. Today I will try the different types of stabilization of the Sony RX100 VII, because I noticed that in contrast to, for example, the Sony ZV-1, it also has intelligent active stabilization, at least for full HD recordings. And I've heard that it's better, but I never could experience it myself. Since it only works in full HD, I assume that it must improve something because it will use some calculation power and that's not be available in 4K. So what you will see now is a few different recordings of the Sony RX100 VII with the different types of stabilization, so that we can ideally compare and see a little bit how they affect the different types of video. For example, now vlogging with some kind of a selfie stick, or just recording videos with different focal length, and then we have something to really experience the difference of these types of stabilization. So now I'm starting with intelligent active stabilization. This is me vlogging with a stick, and I'm a little bit shaky, but I'm trying to be as stable as possible. It's quite cold outside, so probably I'm shaking a little bit. In my opinion, this usually looks very stable. Maybe not as stable as a DJI Pocket, but stable enough to be used as a nice footage for vlogs or something similar. Now let's go to some shootings in different focal lengths. So now the camera is set to active stabilization, not the intelligent one, but still recording in full HD. And this is the standard mode or the highest mode that you can apply either in 4K or also on the Sony ZV-1. So I'm quite interested to see the difference, especially to intelligent active stabilization. And again, same setup. I'm holding the camera with the selfie stick, the Mantis Pod Pro 2 that I use all the time for these kind of situations. So let's see how it will look in the final footage. And again, I will try to repeat the same series of shots in order to be able to assess how the stabilization works in a similar situation. So now the third mode, standard stabilization. I'm not sure if there is any electronic stabilization, because as you maybe noticed, it's far less cropped in, so it's only optical stabilization. So I expect it to be way less stable than the first two footages, and I'm not even sure whether this is really usable, whether this shakes a little bit too much already, and whether it can be maybe improved by post-processing. So let's see the shots again. So now Steadyshot is turned off fully, there is no stabilization. Highly likely this footage will not be usable in a normal setting, because for video you need some kind of stabilization so that it looks somewhat usable. But nevertheless, I mean, experiencing the difference will be pretty useful. So this is how it is without any stabilization as selfie, and you will see in a few seconds also the normal shots, not as selfies. I want to compare the different stabilizations on a tripod, so we can better see the difference in crop-in, because it will be static, and you can make better references to the distance of the different objects and the wideness of the frame. last but not least, we compare how walking is with the different modes of stabilization, just to see the difference for that. And that's it for today. Maybe it was useful for you. For me, it was mostly an experiment. In case you watched it, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you soon.